Hey guys, welcome back to Knife Mania. Mrs. is out grocery shopping, took baby girl, so it gives me the chance to do this video. Got a couple new knives. One I made. Uh, we'll get into that, but anyway, welcome back. It's been a long time since I made a video. I apologize, been really busy. Obviously, we're still here in the trailer, so the house fell through. Mortgage companies, man, oh. You give them a deadline, you tell them to get everything done by this point in time, or it's going to cost you $1,500 to move or stay, and they still can't get it done. It's like, come on, guys, really? You know, me being a welder fabricator, I give you a deadline. You expect it to be done by that deadline. Why can't mortgage companies do the same damn thing? Anyway, enough ranting. Like I said, welcome back to Knife Mania. I got some new knives. Which one do I want to start with? I'll start with my gift knife. My brother-in-law actually came across this knife, carried it, used it, didn't like it, and it's a knife I was on the fence about. Uh, just simply because I don't like chisel grinds. Okay, I don't. Um, I don't I don't think you can get them as sharp. I don't think they can, or if you get them as a sharp, I don't think they'll hold the edge as long. And this is just personal. I've never actually carried one. Okay, so this is just me thinking about the geometry of the edge, the whole 9 yards. So, kind of didn't want to buy one. One fell into my lap thanks to my brother-in-law. So, James, thank you, bro. Anyway, it is Emerson. This is real Emerson. It's not the Kershaw version. This is the Roadhouse. Um, been carrying it all weekend. He did use it. There's a little chip in the blade up here up front. Yeah, you guys can see that shimmering right there. Another little one right there. All I've done is clean it. I haven't sharpened it yet. But it feels pretty darn sharp. Is it hair popping sharp? Oh yeah, it is. Holy cow. I'm going to try to show you guys that. Dang it. You can see a hair or two there. But it is hair popping sharp, so kudos. Uh, don't know much about it. I know it's a 154 blade. It's not a CPM, but it is a 154 blade. Titanium liner lock. If I'm not mistaken, I think the liners are titanium as well. G10. Just a sturdy, well-built knife. Like I was really surprised. I guess Mr. Emerson studied Filipino martial arts. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because it's been so long since I even looked up Emerson that it's one of those deals. Just I'm not 100% sure on everything. Thumb stud works really well. The pocket deployer, I've tried it out. It works really well. I did have to tune the knife when I got it. Main set was loose, so the knife wasn't set in center. The whole 9 yards. It was really dirty. Given the line of work and whatnot, it was really dirty. But yeah, no. Checking out the price on these, I think they're normally about $250, $280. Having it in my hand, it feels a lot like a lot of Cold Steel Recons. Just saying. But again, if you think about it, it's designed to be a fighting knife. I know Cold Steel. I love my Cold Steel. They're brute knives. I mean, just brutal. But yeah, no, that one works. I'll carry it for a while and see what we think of it. Fair enough. Alright, the Emerson Roadhouse. The next knife I got. Is this thing even recording? Yeah, okay. At first I thought I forgot to hit the record button. I got my case. Now this thing came in, it's a lot bigger than what I thought. I thought this was a little bit bigger than the Trapper. No, it's a lot bigger than a Case Trapper. It's a Case Hunter. I forgot what number it was. Sorry guys, I let you down on that one. Anyway, it's 5 1/4, 5.5 inches. But I did use this. I did carry it. This is definitely a knife I would carry with me camping. It is a slip joint. Does it have the half stop? No, I just. But I will have to say, Case. Man, when I got this blade, I was really disappointed in the edge. Really disappointed. Granted, it just took a couple straps on a diamond stone and a couple more times on an actual strap. But beautiful knife. Of course, it's a Case. It's going to be beautiful. Well built. Locks up really well. So that's the main blade, the clip point. Here's the other one so you guys can see. I mean, it locks up beautifully. I mean, it's a Case knife. It works really well. This knife, like I said, I would take it camping. I would use it for whittling. Hunting. I would use this as a hunting knife, absolutely. Carry it with me on the farm. I'd do that. Would it be like a bushcraft kind of knife? No, not so much. Sorry. Bushcraft and survival gear, stuff like that. I really love my fixed blade knives. So, but yeah, no, it's a beautiful knife, guys. Don't mind my fingerprints all over it, but let's pop that one all the way open. Wow, that looks like ginormous. It looks like I've got a sword holding out from my hand. Yeah, no, let's close the main blade here. This blade probably be the main one I use because it's got jimping right here on the back for when you're taking the pelt or reaching up, and you hunters know what I'm talking about. Be real nice to reach up inside. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it because YouTube is being fanatical about anything that has to do with hunting. But definitely carry this as a hunting knife, as a folding hunting knife. My newest hunting knife. Oh, let me grab it. It's right there on the shelf. My newest hunting knife is my Silver Stag, which my father had one, but he had the gut hook and had the pearly swirls in it and everything else. But this is a hunting knife, yes. It's great. I've only used it for cutting up food, really, but cut up a pumpkin, carved a pumpkin with it for Halloween. But this to me is a traditional hunting knife, right? Outdoors knife. This is a traditional, like something your grandpa would carry, kind of pocket knife type of deal. Probably more traditional would be the Case Trapper, you know. But this would be awesome. Comes in a beautiful leather sheath. However, I do not believe it's treated, so that'll be next on my to-do list. I got bored. I've been wanting to make another knife for a long time since my last custom knife. So I made one. I made one of these years ago, and someone bought it for me, or not for me, from me for like $250. I told him I couldn't charge that much, but they were persistent on the price, so okay, fine. Here's your knife. Give me the $250. You know. However, my Aurora is one of my all-time favorite camping knives. It's camping, bushcraft, and you can borderline survival knife with it. Okay. I love the Scandi. Well, it's a convex Scandi grind or something like that. Bark River, you guys know what you're doing. A2 steel, the whole 9 yards. Mosaic pins. You guys have seen this on my channel before. Still carry it. Still love this knife. Well, since I've been getting into more traditional knives, more traditional outdoors knives, I was at work, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a welder fabricator, okay? First off, I'm a welder. I'm a certified high-pressure vessel unlimited welder, okay? That is my main title. So gas lines, high-pressure water lines, steam lines, whatever. I'm welding it, okay? Second of all, I'm a fabricator. I can look at a set of prints, for the most part, figure out what the hell they mean, and do the conversions, the whole 9 yards. Especially if there's a scale on the print, I can build it. So needless to say, reuse a lot of machining. And if we're not machining, we use grinders. And if grinders aren't precise enough, we use files. And I am a file fanatic. I love my files. Well, my favorite file, I was about 20 feet in the air. I was filing down something. It slipped out of my hand, fell, hit the concrete, broke. Well, I decided to do something that I haven't done in years, and that's make a file knife. What are file knives good for? They're great for cutting. They're great for food prep. They're great for carving. You can baton with them as long as you're not going through something stupid big. Like, I wouldn't go through anything over half the width of the blade, or length of the blade. Just saying. I put not a high grind, but mid grind on it, convex. The file was 3/16 of an inch thick. I did do all the heat treating myself, so we'll see how this turns out. I am going to use it. I want to see if I got the heat treating for the file to where it's not so brittle that I can actually use it out there in the field. And I want to see how long it holds an edge for. The way you do that with a file is you heat it until it's non-magnetic and just let it cool. And you let it cool slowly. So being a welder, what I did was I heated it up, blah, 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 no magnet stuck to it, threw it in a fire blanket, rolled it up, and let it cool a whole day. And night. Came back, started working on the blade. Then I took what's called a rosebud, using oxyacetylene, heated the edge until it was no longer magnetic again, and then quenched it. Right, I think we had, I keep wanting to say hydraulic fluid. No, that would be stupid. For all you who don't know, hydraulic fluid is flammable. It was some sort of oil. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was cooling oil or something for the salt. I can't remember what I used exactly. I'm going to have to go back to work and see what's in that container. Anyway, quenched it. Went through, polished it all up, blah, blah, blah. Put the whole, I brought it home, tempered it in the oven, set it at 420 degrees for roughly 3 intervals of hour and a half to 2 hours. Let it cool. It came out a beautiful gold color until I started polishing it, but you know, whatever. And then I noticed there was scale in the grooves. So, vinegar bath. Boom. Knocked that out. Let it soak overnight. Took a wire brush to it. All the scale came instantly off. Tarnished it a little bit. So, I had to go back over it and polish it again. But when I say polish, I mean I took 4 Yeah, 400 grit fine sandpaper and just polished it up. Didn't take any tools, nothing like that, because I didn't want to ruin it. Now, the handles. The handles are from a hammer of mine that broke. So they're hickory. They're already fully treated, blah, blah, blah. So I use hickory scales, black liners, and 3/4 inch brass pins. I did stain the walnut, or stain the hickory with a dark walnut stain, which anyone who tries to stain hickory, you know it doesn't take the full stain. It just kind of highlights the grooves and everything else. And then polyurethane, the handle. But on top of it, I left very fine grooves in it, which means every time I use it for food processing, cleaning games, something like that, I'm going to have to instantly wash it to keep from cross-contamination. And then on top of that, washing it, get it dry, oil it, because it is a file. Everybody knows files rust like crazy if you don't take care of them. So anyway, I'm actually kind of excited to show you this because this is the first knife I made since my custom knife, my survival knife, and the Mrs. survival knife. So, here it is. Like I said, simple hickory, brass, black liners, made from a file, drop point. You know what? Where's a piece of paper? Let's see here. Did I get it sharp? I'd have to say so. But no, I wanted something a little traditional. 90-degree spine. That is, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a sharp spine here. See it right there? See it on my thumb? There we go. That should strike a ferro rod. Do I have one? Oh, I got one right here. Maybe? If I can figure out how in the world I did this? Oh, I see what I did. Now what I'm going to do is I got a plastic bucket right here. Let's see. Woo! Yep, nope, that works. Not doing that again in the house. The old lady, I'll kick my rear end. So yeah. I made it because I wanted something a little more traditional. I wanted something that I could take out there with me and use. You know, just something different. You guys ever got that way? It's like, man, I really like this, but I'd really like it if it was this way or something like that. The reason why I pulled out the Aurora. Now, I went with a traditional knife handle design. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that. Round off the edges, make sure it's comfortable. The blade. The blade from the hilt to the tip is 5 inches, minus roughly 3/16 of an inch right here for the sharpening choil. So, there you go. That's the length of the blade. Cutting edge. The handle is 4.5 inches. So, I want to compare it to one of my all-time favorite camp knives. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so the handle's actually a 1/2 inch longer. Blade lengths, so I got a little bit more blade length on this one, but only because I got a shorter handle. I do have to say this one still fills the hand a lot better. But this one's simple. It's traditional. It's what I wanted for some reason. Do I think one will outperform the other? I mean, this is A2. It's a type of tool steel, file steel. I think this one I'm going to have to be more careful with. It'll be a lot more brittle, given, right, file compared to A2 steel. This one has a Scandi grind. This one, well, Scandi Vex. This one has a Scandi Vex, but it's a little bit shallower. You know, it comes back a little bit deeper on the blade. Drop point. But I sharpened the back. Well, I didn't sharpen it, but I put, what's it called? Sorry, guys, I'm going stupid right now. I did grind the back of it a little bit, okay? Why did I do that? For piercing, especially when you're cleaning animals and stuff like that. As far as food prep, I think this one will beat the Aurora. Firewood, I think they'd be equal. Comfortability, I think the Aurora has it, but I don't think I'll get any hot spots from this one. Wait, this one is actually lighter than the Aurora, which surprised me. Where did I put my scale? I don't remember where I put my scale. We'll have to do that some other time. Still gotta do a sheath for it. Still gotta oil it. I just got done with the scales and polyurethane like 2 hours ago was when it was finally dry. So there you go. But I mean, I don't know. I like it. I really like the simplicity of it. Aurora, still one of my favorites. Always will be. I mean, this will never leave my rotation. This will always go with me when I go up north or in the woods. Plain and simple. Thinking about kind of copying the sheath, but maybe doing something a little more like a Bob Loveless, you know, fold over taco style sheath for this. I think it'd fit. It'd look good. Maybe a dangler. Yeah, I can't wait to get this out and try it. Put it head to head with the Aurora. Again, the only problem is it's a file. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of care, a lot of oiling, cleaning. Is this a knife I would take out and this would be my one and only knife? No, I would take this one with me before this one. But would I take this out where I know I can clean it and take care of it and oil it and do everything I need to do with it because it is a file. Like, I hope you guys can see those file grooves in there. You know, it's definitely a knife that you have to take care of. You really have to take care of. Should hold the edge a lot longer than A2. Should be a better cutter than A2. But again, the trade-off is you got to take care of it. You have to. I can't stress that enough. You have to take care of it. So, anyway, I'm excited about this one. Even though it's a very plain Jane looking knife. It's only the second knife I've ever forged. Well, I didn't even really forge this one. I did a little bit at work from one of my favorite files, and it was a Lincoln file. So yeah, I can't wait to get this bad boy out and try it. As for the Aurora, like I said, still one of my all-time favorites. The Stag, the Silver Stag. Man, this thing is beautiful. The fit and finish, the whole 9 yards. It's D2 made here in grand old US of A. Real antler. Can't wait to see how this one does. Cleaning game. The case is a case, is always a case, is the case of all cases. This one comes in the stainless. They're stainless steel, which is basically like on the equivalent. I know it's I believe it's a 420. The same stuff Buck uses. Same stuff Case has been using since they've been around, other than carbon steels. And the Emerson, like I said, this was a knife that I just never bought. I was kind of confused on if I really liked it or not. Well, we're going to find out. I can tell you it's robust. It feels good. It feels strong. It feels solid. I wouldn't consider it EDC. But tactical, like if you're in law enforcement, the military, any branch, or contractor, private contracting services, I could definitely see why you'd carry this. So other than that, guys, that's it. It's the first video I've made in a while. This is already over 25 minutes. I love you guys. And as always, keep your knife sharp. Keep your fingers out of the way. And as always, be safe. Later, guys. Boop. Oh, crap. Come on.